before we could even roll the video.
It's like buoys? Did
you.
somebody say buoys? Noah?
Weather? Yeah. Climate and El Nino? I'm in. I mean, I was literally in. I didn't even
Literally,
know.
yeah.
That's the TAO buoy system, which stands for the Tropical Atmosphere and Ocean System. And it's been in effect for a while, but it's being upgraded, which is good because, you know, you think that it's like really easy to like measure the atmosphere of the ocean. It's not necessarily easy. It's not necessarily cheap. So technological upgrades are awesome.
Well, I'm just glad we have our own climate prediction center right here.
Yep.
The one-man climate prediction
Right
center.
up here.
I tell you what, though, we've had 3 La Niñas in a row, and it does look, all the modeling is pretty good consensus that we're going to go into a moderate to strong El Nino for this fall and winter. Not much of a signal for the summer, but for fall, which usually means a dry year. But La Niña usually means a dry year for California, and that didn't pan out.
No, it did not.
At all, which is great. Conversely, El Nino usually means wet for Southern California, so they may end up with 2 very good years in a row in terms of water supply. All right, check this out. These storms, really beautiful. Watch them pop up, and then they get smashed right on down. We call these pop-up thunderstorms, even popcorn thunderstorms, because they never, most of them never really do a lot because they're just sort of collapsing on themselves, but they sure make for a pretty sky. There was one more out there, and then the clouds just kind of zipping on by along with the water in the Columbia River, which of course is very high this time of the year, and just made for a really beautiful sunset from our camera over in the Dalles. Boom, little blast of light there for you right at the end. Right now in Portland, it's warm at 75. Keep in mind, it is 11:19, and our average high for this day is 70. So we're 5 degrees warmer than that, and here we are nearly at midnight. Made 91 today in Portland. Yep, another 90-degree day, kind of feeling like the norm, but it's not. This is the greatest number of 90-degree days we've ever had in the month of May. The old record was 3, and that only happened twice before, in 1947 and 1987. Another way of looking at how rare it is to get not only 5 90-degree days in a month of May, but even just 1, is to look at the frequency of this. And if you take all the May days since the records have been kept back to 1938 and you see how many of them have been in the 90s, only 1.1%. That's it. So this has been rare indeed. Very uncommon to get this warm of weather in May, and especially for so many days. And we also tied the record low, the warmest record low for the month at 62. So this morning, the satellite imagery, marine layer on the coast, that's pretty common in May. Thunderstorms in eastern Oregon, not unusual either. But what was unusual is this haziness right here, that's wildfire smoke from western Canada, and there's a lot of it. Over 1.2 million acres already ablaze up to the north, and that's like 10 times greater than normal for this time of the year. And it is impacting us down here in the lower 48. We have air quality warnings around Spokane and the entire state of Montana under an air quality warning because of that smoke from BC and Alberta. This weather system, though, will approach us and give us more of a southerly wind, so I don't think we're going to get that wildfire smoke in Oregon. We will get marine layer clouds, though, on Friday morning as we continue to cool, and then a greater surge of marine air coming in Saturday night and Sunday, and that's going to keep our high temperatures not only in the 90s, but not even in the 80s once we get into Sunday. So there are cooler days ahead. 75 right now, as we mentioned, freezing level 12,300 feet. For Portland, mostly clear tonight and tomorrow, and a little bit cooler. We stay below 90, not by a lot, but by a few degrees. We'll still get up to about 87. That's still 17 degrees above average for this time of the year. But then we cool a couple more degrees Friday, a couple more on Saturday down to 82. And then Sunday in the 70s, and Monday we don't even see 70s. We go back to normal weather for May, which is, going to feel like a cold front.
Yeah, it's going to feel different, but it's kind of nice that we're getting back to normal. I need that for like my timeline of summer. It's all kitty wampus.
Maybe you can return your air conditioner too.
Kitty wampus.
Kitty wampus, yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
All right, still ahead.